All right, son, it is here. Mid-May is NFL schedule release day, and last night our Lions had the release of their schedule, and it is right there on the screen via the Lions Instagram page, son. We see the 17 game schedule, and you know what, son? Let's just get right into it and let's break down these games. Game number one, son. We open up on the road in Green Bay against the Packers September 7th. What's your thoughts on the game against the Packers?
It's going to be a pretty good game. I expect it to be a shootout, 31-25 Lions. I'm very confident in it. Lions are going to start off pretty hot because of what happened last year and how they lost in the divisional. Yeah. So yeah. Yes, 31-25 Lions at the very least. Lions
Okay, so
game.
you going with the Lions on the road for the win as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I could see our boys pulling that win away. I do think that Green Bay is going to be the toughest competition in the North this year. I think it'll be a close game, but that sounds about right. Let's move on to week two, son. At home against Ben Johnson and the Bears. That would be our home opener. September 14th, 1 p.m. What's your thoughts?
It could potentially be a scare, but I also see them getting blown out. I also see us blowing out the Bears. I do think it could be a scare because Ben Johnson knows us. But the thing is, people need to get this out their heads. This is not high school football. We keep saying, "Oh man, the coaches are gone. You guys are gonna go 5-11, man." What,
Right.
dude? It's the NFL. They're NFL players. Like at the end of the day, players got to make plays. It don't matter if you call a halfback dive every play. If the people do it right, it's going to do it right. So it doesn't matter. I guarantee you the offense looks just as good as it ever have, and the Lions will continue to win another game. I do think it could be a close one, though.
I can see it too. It's weird. It's really not. I don't see the middle ground. I could see the Lions winning that game by double digits, by I'm talking 12 to 15 points. But I could also see it coming down to the last couple of minutes and the Lions winning the game with defense. But I do think that even though Ben Johnson knows us well, I do still see the Lions pulling away a victory. I think that we get a couple of sacks on Caleb Williams in that game. Let's move on to week three. Now, we have a tough road schedule. Monday night football at Baltimore. What's
Yeah.
your thoughts?
I was trying to flip the game from last year, but I don't need to. It's going to be an amazing game. It's gonna like all these games are gonna be crazy. It's gonna be just like the Pistons versus the Knicks, and like in these losses that they have, it's
Mhm.
probably gonna be within 3 point. Not when I say, I mean all of their losses against these teams. It'll probably be within 3 points. It's gonna be a crazy game. I just think Lamar Jackson is too good. Oh, I forgot they did work us the last time we played them. I think.
Oh no, they did. You're thinking 2021.
Yeah, they worked us last time we
Yeah,
played.
Dan Campbell had the boys ready for that game. That's the game that our boys lost on that 66-yard field goal
Yeah, I
by
remember.
Justin
I
Tucker.
was sick to my stomach.
But 2023, yeah, it
Oh,
was
yeah, Ravens are gonna beat us. So
it was
yeah,
a rough game.
Ravens would beat us. Yes, I've got the Ravens winning that game, and it could be a blowout again. I wouldn't be. I like. Yeah, it could be a blowout. That's one of those games where Jared Goff would have to ball out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Week four, son, at home. Last game in September against the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
1 p.m. game.
Easy blowout win against the Browns.
I got that as a lock. That's my lock of the season right now.
Yeah, me too. It doesn't matter who's at quarterback. I hate. Yeah.
Exactly. I don't care if it's Joe Flacco, Dylan Gilbert, or Shador Sanders. Lions easy in that one. I mean, I'm talking like 34-16, 34-17, something like that. All right, we're gonna keep moving in, son. Week 5 on the road against the Bengals. We haven't played the Bengals in a while, so 4:25 start. What is your thoughts playing the Bengals week 5?
It's
October 5.
NFL. Like I feel like it's just one of those games that depends. What Bengals team are we gonna get here?
Right.
Are we gonna get the traditional Bengals team that's trash in the beginning of the season for some reason?
Exactly.
And we trounce them, or are we gonna get like
the good Bengals,
Joey Bade, whatever they call him? Like, or are we gonna get a baller? And it's a crazy game, and it comes down to it, and it's like a nail biter. I don't know. It could go either way. I do have the Lions squeaking this game out. I don't know what the score. I don't really have a score prediction. I always predict a shootout, to be honest, and honestly, it never is. So, yeah, but I think it could be a shootout. Honestly, I'd be surprised if it wasn't a shootout. I think it probably would have to be a shootout. I think Joey Burrow and them probably gonna. Yeah, this game. No, I think this would be like a 38-35 game, 38-31. High scoring game, at least 25 plus points. I'd be really surprised. Yeah, honestly, the stretch is going to be crazy. The Ravens to the Bucks is honestly a wild stretch, if we're being real.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Okay, let's move on to week 6. Another primetime game for the Lions, Sunday
W
night at Kansas City. Sunday night football at Kansas City. What's your thoughts?
W. The Lions.
Me too.
Yeah, yeah. We beat them on opening night, didn't we?
We did. Yeah, 2023.
No, it's over for Patty Big Gun and all them. It's over. We're gonna go. Like I told the people on TikTok, we're gonna go ahead and retire Travis Kelce. Yeah, Kirby Joseph is gonna retire him that game. So
You know what? I'm right there with you. For some reason, I just like the Chiefs don't concern me anymore, man. I think the Lions gonna be ready for that game. Sunday night football. I also had the Lions winning. Speaking of prime time, son, I mean the Lions come back the next week and play on Monday Night Football at home against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
that game
October 20th.
probably going to be another shootout. I mean, we're talking about quarter like that is crazy though. Like that stretch, Joey, Patrick, Baker, dude, they all have big arms. Like that is like
Yes.
like that. It's gonna be. It would have to be a shootout if the Lions want to stay in any of these 3 games. So I predict the Lions to be a win, but it's gonna be that game will be tight for sure.
I think that every game except for the Browns, the Lions are facing a very good to maybe good quarterback. Caleb Williams, the only one we don't know about what Ben Johnson is going to do with him. But I mean, you look at the Packers, the Ravens, the Bengals, the Chiefs, and then the Buccaneers. Those are all teams with good quarterbacks. And you're right. This is unfortunately a game that could go either way. But I think that we're going to get our revenge, and our boys are going to beat them on Monday night. Something I do like, son. Week 8, we get a bye week. So we get a little bit later of a bye week. I don't like to have seen it after week 9, but you know what? We'll take it week 8. So that's 7 games straight, and then we get a bye week. Come back November 2nd, home against the Minnesota Vikings. What's your thoughts? And it's probably going to be McCarthy playing.
I'm gonna give us the W. I know some people think JJ McCarthy's gonna be cooking, but I guess I don't really care. We already went against Sam Darnold. I don't know how much he really could be cooking. Like what? Oh, he's gonna cook worse than Sam Darnold did, right? Like what I think is gonna happen is they're just gonna throw it to Justin Jefferson over and over again, like they try to do. And if that doesn't work, they're done. So
I think so too.
Yeah, like
and Ricky Woe, I still see him having rookie woes by week 9. I don't think he'll be out of that just yet.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to sound biased here, guys. It's just some of these losses are hard for me to see. We have to respect that the Lions have won a lot of games since I don't know 2022. So yeah, I would have to give them the W here. It's hard. Like even if I was betting money, it's hard. I can't give them a loss. Like
okay.
No, I don't see them losing that game.
Okay. All right, son. Then after this, week 10, 11, man, we going tough back to back. Week 10, we are on the road Sunday, 4:25 p.m. game against the Commanders, the team that knocked us out of the divisional. What's your thoughts on the Commanders in early November?
They got to go 1 of 1. So I'm going to have to give them the win against the Commanders simply because of emotions. And it's a revenge game for what they did to us last year. Them boys were hyped up last year. So we're going to show them what the Lions are really about. And not that it's a playoff game, but a win is a win. But I think we can end up winning a hard-fought game against them. But on the other hand, I could see the Commanders torching us. Jaden Daniels is him. They have Curtis Samuel. Pretty sure they have good corners.
They have pretty decent. They have decent corners.
And I don't know who the running back is, but yeah.
I could tell you this: the way to beat the Commanders is the way that we should have beat them back in January, which is running the ball. I believe that we can run the ball against them. Let's see what our new offensive coordinator cooks up. Week 11, son. Right after the Commanders, week 11, we come back on Sunday Night Football again at Philadelphia, November 16th. What are your thoughts on being on the road against the Super Bowl champ Sunday Night Football?
Yeah, no, I got week 11 as a loss. I think it's going to be the best game of the season by far. I think it's going to be straight up a classic game. Pretty sure every time the Lions go against good teams, it's really good. It's kind of crazy. It's like always it's magical to me. I wish we would have gone against the Eagles at the beginning of the season. That would have been insane.
Yes, it would have been. Yes.
Do think it would be a loss if I guess if I was putting money on it, I probably would bet on the Lions to actually win some money. But I would bet it as a loss just because I don't know, Jalen Hurts. I don't know, he can move around the pocket. He's a top 3 quarterback. They have a really good defense. They have everything. They're the defending Super Bowl champions. So yeah, I had that as a loss. But once again, I don't see us losing by more than a touchdown.
Okay, good.
Doesn't matter, but
Okay, after that hard stretch, home against the Vikings, at Commanders, at Eagles, our boys come back the Sunday before Thanksgiving at home against the New York Giants.
this
Your
is all
thoughts?
before Thanksgiving. That's insane.
Yes, all before Thanksgiving, and this is the game right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, well, they're gonna trounce the Giants.
I think so too. I'm not afraid of Russell Wilson or Jameis Winston or what's the kid from Ole Miss, Jackson Dart. I'm not. I'm not afraid of any of them. So I have us on a win there right before Thanksgiving. Any other thoughts on that?
No.
Okay, sorry about that. Then,
No, I just. Oh yeah,
then 4 days later, home on Thanksgiving against the Packers. What's your thoughts?
I was struggling with this because I like to be fair and I try to give splits, but frankly, I don't see us losing to the Packers at home. I do. It could go either way, and I feel bad because now I'm starting to get to that bite. I'll give us the loss, you guys. I'll give us the loss because I said I was going to split with the Packers. I guess I'll say it could be a loss on Thanksgiving. I don't. If I'm being real, I don't see it. I really think I really think they're going to beat the Packers twice because of the scenario. One is the opening night, and one is the Thanksgiving game. So I think they could beat them twice. But fine, I'll give them the loss only because of what I'm going to say next for these next 4 games. Like,
I see. I'm thinking kind of like you too.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of the next few games, Week 14. This is a nice one. Thursday night, December 4th, home against the Cowboys. Thursday night football.
I don't know. I mean, it seems like the Cowboys could possibly still be a dysfunctional team. Dak Prescott is still the starting quarterback, if I'm right.
He is.
Who are we going to get with Dak Prescott? Last time I saw Dak Prescott, he was literally just throwing the ball up like it was mad, and it was actually kind of embarrassing. So I don't know. I have it as a win. I honestly have it as a win. Spoiler alert, guys. The Lions are going to win they're going to go on a win streak and win all these games. I'm just going to keep it real.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too.
I'm going to lose.
Which brings us to Week 15, December 14th, 4 p.m. game at Los Angeles Rams, going to see Matthew Stafford. What's your thoughts?
I'll chalk it up as a loss. Just to shake something up here. I do think that's a 4:25 game. That's the day before Christmas?
No, it's a week before Christmas.
Oh, I'm tripping. Oh, it's 14th. Okay, that's
and you got to remember we're going to play Thursday night, so that means that we're going to have a rest, 10 days off. Well, not 10 days off, but 10 days into the next game.
All right, I'll give the Lions a W. I think it'll be a hard-fought game, though.
Me too. See, because of that rest, I believe that coach is probably going to get a team after that Thursday night against the Cowboys. They'll probably get Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, hit it back on Monday, and we'll be ready for the Rams. I'm taking that as a win. Now, this one is going to be interesting. Right before Christmas, son, I like these holiday games. 4 days before Christmas, at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who could or may not have Aaron Rodgers. 4:25 start. What's your thought on the Steelers coming to Detroit?
W. It doesn't matter if they have Aaron Rodgers or not. I don't know what people. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think it's a W either way.
Aaron Rodgers needs to retire and take his AccuWash or whatever he's doing. I don't know what he's doing out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, now, son, last 2 games of the season, Week 17. Now, this one is got me salty. Week 17, we play 4 days later after the Steelers. 4 days later, we play on Christmas Day against the Vikings, except it's on the road. This is the game right here that the NFL could have made my whole season if they had made this a home game.
Yeah, that would have been insane.
Yeah.
About that.
Christmas Day in Detroit. We would, Lions Den would be in the house. Christmas, this has been crazy. But instead, we're on the road against the Vikings. So what's your thoughts on the game?
Dang, I actually did not even think about that ever. Yeah, we would still would have made. It's not even like it's that far. We still would have made it home. Yeah, wow, that would have been a fun game. Wow. Yeah. Well, I think the Lions are going to lose for sure. It's going to be packed the same way we would be lit in there. I think. I think it's going to be a wild game. And Justin Jefferson could have like 300 yards. Like, I'm sorry, he's like literally the second best player I've ever seen in my lifetime.
I mean, the Minnesota Viking fans, let's be honest, they're going to be in the house, man. Think about it. You get up early, even if you have young kids, you get up early, you do Christmas in the morning, you have your nice little Christmas brunch, you head to the game. Christmas Day game, that's insane. But anyway, it is what it is. And then week 18, of course, we don't know if this is going to be a Saturday or Sunday, but we know it's probably going to be cold. We end the season at the Bears.
I mean, yeah, I mean, me personally, I'm giving us a W here. I
am too.
I don't see us losing to the Bears at home, getting prepared for playoff mode. That's how I think about it. We're getting ready for the playoffs. Jared Goff has performed decently. Jared Goff has actually performed exceptionally well in cold weather games, so he's flipped that scenario around. I'm sure he'll have his gloves on or whatever. So yeah, I think this is going to be Jared Goff's best season ever, and this is going to be the year to win the Super Bowl. So that's why I'm giving us these wins right here. And I think we have to get these wins. So yeah, I do have us keep winning this game as well.
Okay, son. So let's do real quick. We have, let me see. I'm going off your record, son. You have them losing. Our boys falling to the Ravens. What did you say about the Bengals? Win?
No, I don't remember. I think I had this.
I thought you had that one as a close. I know you had the Ravens.
I think I said it was a loss because I gave us the Chiefs.
Okay. So the Bengals, the Eagles. You had us beating the Bears, Vikings, and Bears and Vikings twice, right? You had us dropping one to the
whole division, yeah.
One to the Packers. Okay.
Oh yeah, I guess I did give one. Yep, I gave one.
Okay, and then remind me about the Cowboys. You had us winning.
I said we're beating the Cowboys.
And what about the Rams?
No, I said we're going to beat the Rams.
Okay, so you have the boys going 13-4.
So it's what I said. Yeah, okay. That's going to happen then. Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how I switch it around. I tried to get. I switched it around a few times now. Yeah.
You have us 13-4. I have us 12-5. I don't know who that fifth loss is going to be against, but that crazy road schedule has me a little bit nervous. But I think 12-5, and I still think we're going to win the division. So there it is, people. Lions Den is in. What our thoughts on the Lions 2025 schedule? Hey, listen, it is what it is. There's nothing to do right now but go out there and play the games. Did we forget about anything, son?
I don't think so, y'all. Let's go. This time's gonna go by quick. Before we know it, we're gonna be watching. It's gonna be week 9.
Before we know it, it's gonna be the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah.
You know, and our boys gonna be in Canton playing the Chargers, and you know it's gonna be before we know it. So, hey, that's all. I guess that's all we got for this one, son. I'm just gonna say, go Lions, and until next time, peace.
Oh, I forgot, y'all. I can't see my peace.